stars, here I am in the very finest area that downtown LA has to offer, but I had to just speak to you for a minute about the fact that the royal family is replacing their helicopters. Yes, those helicopters that allow Prince William in particular to hop and bop all over the UK and perhaps outside the UK without ending up on anyone's airplane flight log, and without those pesky servants, those drivers, those people in the royal motor pool knowing exactly when and how much and where he's going and when. We can see the helicopter flight logs, and it just doesn't make sense for a man who's supposed to live at Adelaide Cottage with his lovely wife, Princess Catherine of Wales, and their 3 children. If you pay attention to where those helicopters have been hopping and bopping over the last several years, it will be very clear to you, despite denials, exactly who, what time, where they going, and how quick they come back, and where they come back to. And I'm sorry to say, it's not Adelaide Cottage at Windsor Castle. It is just obvious, right? Some people say follow the money. I say follow the helicopter flight logs and also the helicopter expenditures, because ain't no way in the world homeboy is just at the library, working out at the gym. He don't need to do that at Anmer Hall, right? We hear that, oh, Princess Catherine and the whole family are summering at Anmer Hall. Really? Next door to Rose Hanbury? I very much doubt that. It doesn't make sense that Princess Catherine would want to go down to that estate that was always purposefully, strategically placed next door to Rose Hanbury for nothing. They have 4 other residences, correct? They have an endless number of servants and places around the world to go, including Eden Rock, right? Which is where Pippa Middleton and her husband's father's resort is in St. Bart's, right? Is that why Princess Kate looked so tan, especially at Wimbledon, right? It's not like she turned up looking pale and sickly to Trooping of the Colour or to Wimbledon, right? Is it Mystique again? Something's going on, y'all. I'd love to know what it is, but as we keep abreast of the fact that Princess Kate is not doing events with William, hasn't for a very long time, outside of Trooping the Colour, which was really Charles's event. If we keep, oh, hi, Ari, nice to see you. I'm here by the chain link fence in downtown LA. Look, there's razor wire, right? They got to keep me inside. They want to let me out because I got the tea about the royals. Look at this. You can't pay for a location like this, and luckily I didn't. But the point is, right now I'm in downtown LA. Can't you tell? Look. There we go. Downtown LA, right? Don't you get the downtown LA vibes? Look at the razor wire. That's exactly where I am right now. But are you concerned about how much money the royal family is spending on helicopters? Helicopters for what? Now, it's unclear that Prince William is flying the helicopters, although they suggest that he knows how from his time in the is it the Royal Air Force, or was he involved in some sort of emergency helicopter ambulance business with the Royal Air Force? I'm unclear, but certainly we can see from the flight logs that somebody flying back and forth. They're going from Kensington Palace to Norfolk. They're bopping over, I don't know, to the soccer game. There used to be a royal protocol where the heir and the monarch can't travel together, right? And the heir and his heir can't travel together, and all that's gone out the window because William's in a hurry. He's a man in a rush. He doesn't want anyone to know where he is. He wants to go over here right quick and lie about what he's actually doing, but it doesn't give a sense of confidence that this man is capable of leading, capable of being honest, true, and faithful in his marriage. I'm sorry. In my humble opinion, that is not what he is up to. He's up to whatever and whomever he wants to be up to. And, Princess Catherine and we, her fans, are left to pick up the pieces, right? We got this hairdo going again. We kind of did it ourselves. It's not a braid. It's a long twist out up in a bun, so comfortable, so secure. Unlike the hair team, I actually did it with long bobby pins. But yes, hello, Japa Saparbak, Japa or Japa Saparbak. Hi, Roham Hosseini, Ari Van Dijik. I'm very happy that you stopped by. Are you in the Netherlands? I'm just guessing based on your name. But, they don't want to work. And I'm talking about Catherine and William. They have no interest in actually doing the work of the Commonwealth. Let's call it the British Commonwealth subjects. Oh, hi, Suresh Shahu. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying I look cute. I think I look tired and a little plump. But, part of getting through our workday is entertaining ourselves with all the delicious, what was it yesterday? I did not get a brownie. I did get a bunch of lemon cookies and some other nonsense, right? I also got really good black cherries and a lot of watermelon and pineapple. Pineapple is, as long as it's not pale and it doesn't look like wood, it's always going to be good. It's a solid performer, even when it's overripe. So good. And, just waiting for basically camera. So in the meantime, here I am on my own camera, looking at my face, the outfit. I hope you can. You're from India. Suresh Sahu, I appreciate you. I very much want to be your friend, Go Kamala Harris. She's half Indian, right? I'm not sure what is it called? Province or area of India. I believe her mom is South Asian Indian. But yeah, Suresh Sahu, I'd love to be your friend. Feel free to watch my lives, subscribe to my channel, and shout me out and, participate any way you want, and let me know what all I can do for you and your channel. But yeah, we got this chain link fence with the razor wire so that, the people outside the fence can't get in. That's what it is, right? Living in America. I, station to station. It's a little James Brown from, what is it? One of the Rocky movies. Say something about India. Excellent food in India. I was I cut my teeth doing social media on Rizzle, which I believe was and is an India-based social media platform. Then they got rid of all of the traditional Rizzle, and I believe it's an app that does AI now. So I think I had probably 300,000 followers by the time I killed my account, but it was great. That's where I came up with saying, hi stars. It was kind of developed by being on Rizzle all the time. And I wish I had thought to download all my posts. But, I enjoy Indian food. I enjoy Indian dance. I'm actually right now, today and yesterday, working on a project directed by an Indian director. And she upgraded an actor who is Indian as well. And, what's amazing is that we get used to seeing relatively fair actors who are Indian, and this was a dark-skinned Indian man, so it was, kind of progressive for her to choose him. There were other kind of paler, more European features looking Indian people with us, but she chose him, right? Justice for people who are not, paler. There's all sorts of skin tones involved when you're from, why do they call it, they say the Indian subcontinent, but, India, Pakistan, what is it? I had an argument with someone who said that if you're from Bangladesh, you are not Bengali, you're a Bangladeshi. And I was like, what? He was saying that it's because Bengal is a state or a province, maybe it's a state in India. That's Bengali, but Bangladeshi is from the country of Bangladesh. And I blinked my eyes. I was like, thinking, wow, we just never have an opportunity to digest that kind of information as Americans. It doesn't come up really in our media or in our education, right? Just like we don't tend to be able to learn, to speak other languages. But yeah, so this is the new sun hat. The other one got all stretched out. These are the dusty boots. I'm in a dusty lot, here behind the fence. But this is what it is, right? For the moment until we move on to a different location. The weather is decent, especially if you're in the shade as opposed to the hot desert sun. What else can I say? Yeah, helicopters are not green. Helicopters require a lot of petroleum-based fuel. Helicopters are efficient. Certainly you can get up and away from people who might want to do members of the royal family harm. But the irony of wanting to be a leader about environmental stuff when going to town, not just using the helicopter for necessary things, but using the helicopter for personal things, right? That's the suggestion that, this helps William jump around and do what he want to do as a man, despite being a married man, at least for now. But let me know what you think. Yes, West Bengal is an Indian state, but Bangladesh is an independent country. That makes sense. But only when I had a conversation with that dude did I ever hear that information before, because I thought Bengali was a more elegant way of saying Bangladesh. Duh, right? So now you have confirmed the way that man straightened me out, which was to say, girl, you dumb. Those are two different places. It's been interesting. There's been a lot on the Clock app, right? People critiquing kind of like, shall we say, whitewash dudes and women who are involved in politics who kind of like suck up to white supremacy, right? I think they were talking about Suella Braverman in particular, and this Indian woman was saying, it doesn't mean they think you're white. It doesn't mean that they think that racism or colonialism isn't a thing, right? Just because you went to school with them or you get appointed or elected or whatever, it's still a significant difference that a lot of people have banked on, right? And we sort of live with that legacy in all different countries around the world who used to be part of the British Empire. But we not no more. No, it's over with. Piece by piece, we're dismantling this system. Yes, independent states like Pakistan and Bangladesh, it's really quite something to come to terms with how much misinformation and dastardly behavior has gone on. I don't know if you can still hear me. There's a big old truck behind me. I'm in the streets, y'all, going live. Just to have, a moment. Look at the graffiti. I myself am a street artist. Uh-oh, here comes people looking for, thankfully they're not looking for me. I have an ice pack in the back of my pants because it's hot. Look, Igloo. The kind that you put in, kids' lunches. Slide it right in the back of the pants. Look, Hollywood, baby. Suresh Sahu. Where else? I was explaining to somebody, I think the man who was correcting me about Bengali, that the only decent Indian food you can get in Los Angeles and Southern California is in Artesia. All the places, in my opinion, in LA are terrible. They don't even use basmati rice, y'all. So disgusting. Like, they use parboiled American white rice, and you just want to spit it out. Yeah. Who's kidding who? That's not good Indian food, right? Suresh Sahu, where do you live? Are you an expat or are you actually in India? And what region of India, state of India do you live in? But true talk, guess who has a minor in South Asian Studies? Me. I worked at the Southern Asian Institute at the School of International Affairs when I was in college. So we had all the good Indian food from Jackson Diner. We would have these like catered events in the office, and then we had, women who were actual Indian women, not just, scholars in India. It was a lot of like white men and Indian women. So, Suresh Sahu, it is a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for participating in my live. And what do you think about the royal family taking taxpayer money when they have billions and all this property around the world? And, talking about child poverty, talking about the environment at the same time that they are exploiting the environment and using up more resources than they ought to be on that BS. It's not like he's rescuing, cancer patients on that helicopter. He going to get busy. In my opinion, that's what he up to, and he wanna pretend that his purpose is leadership, pretend that his purpose is being a faithful husband, when we can tell the difference, right? We're not fooled, right? We're not part of toxic British media. We're in America, we have freedom of speech, and we're gonna talk that talk here, live. And we're not gonna take the nonsense that they want people to repeat, not believe, but repeat. And that's unacceptable in this day and age. We don't have time, and we get nothing out of helping Lord Voldemort pretend, right? Grace and, support to Princess Catherine of Wales. She may need it, right? Whether it's a marriage dissolution, a continued separation, or just being in a marriage with some dude who's a prick. I said it. But, that's what's going on. And I don't know. I'm over all the fake stories. I'm over all the stories where the British media uses old pictures and starts talking about nail polish that Catherine wore last Easter, or what Carol Middleton wore, 10 years ago. And they recycle these pictures and these stories because there's nothing new, right? A lot of the members of the British royal family have gone underground. They're not even making public appearances. They're not working. Where they are is a secret. What they're doing is a complete secret. And it's just not good enough. You can't take the taxpayer money and claim that you work and not work, right? There needs to be a performance review and the resources allocated to that family. The many, many non-working members. And again, they are the biggest tax benefit scroungers in the British Commonwealth. To do what? To provide what? Nothing. And it's high time that, maybe this new prime minister, maybe somebody gonna get in that ass and straighten it out and be like, yeah, you cannot work 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. If you want to turn up for the equivalent of 12 hours total, we gonna prorate the amount of taxes you get to that amount of work. How about that? Right? That would change the whole game for all of them, including King Charles, his side chick, all their children, right? Setting up trusts and giving these people shine and letting them use their connection to royal family stuff that is, put on a pedestal by the British public and the Commonwealth public. It's unacceptable, right? If you don't want to operate like you work for the public, then don't. Give up the money. You got plenty. Oh, thank you so much, Suresh Sahu. I'll try to post more over there. I'm more active on the Clock app and here, but for some reason I had to report to work at 9 a.m. But as you see, I'm sitting here. I'm standing in the corner on the streets. Look at this. You think this is a safe area for me to be outside the streets, outside the fence on? Probably not. Look at that. All the graffiti. This is LA realness. We're in downtown LA. All the graffiti. When does my visa expire? Oh, I don't have a visa, scorcher man. Native to these shores, Playboy. What about you? Scorcher man. Wow. Can you come down here and clean up this graffiti though? You know? There's a lot of it. You know, instead of trying to get swole on my live. How about that? One thing can you tell? What? It's hot out here. I might have to replace my ice pack. But I hope the audio is okay because there's a lot of noise or a lot of people close to me talking loud. They have no respect for the fact that I'm trying to go live here. I know you're like, where is President Joe Biden since last week? He's probably on vacation. You know, what was it? Something about Hunter Biden's lawsuit against somebody got dropped. Who knows what dealings go on behind the scenes. But I think people who are progressive are appreciating the dirtiness of how they played his departure from the presidential race. That they basically were like, it was classic Muhammad Ali, classic rope-a-dope, classic, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna stay out of the race. No, they were like, no, he's gonna stay in the race. Can I hear you fine in England? What does that mean? Oh, good, you can hear me fine. Thank you, Alistair Rigg. But again, we feel like Joe Biden was playing, was kind of like punking the Trump campaign and acting like a dithering, oh, our show is bad at debating. Oh, remember when he fell off the bike in Martha's Vineyard? I was like, that seemed like, if you are Alistair, a fan of, what is that old Masterpiece Theater series, I, Claudius, right? Where the only reason that Claudius survived was because he stuttered and I think he had epilepsy and everyone thought he was weak. But that was his strength because they didn't come for him the way they did like the physically fit, the healthy, the non-stutterers. And it's ironic because I think Joe Biden was a stutterer as well, right? Like you play weak. Let them think that they're stronger than you, right? And let them come for you, right? And then when they you know, they got all their ideas and their resources together and they drew back that fist thinking they were gonna like punch down on him, he just stepped aside, right? What do they do in boxing? You duck and dodge. You don't let them land that body or headshot. It's exactly what they did. And, oh, you think he's no more? I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I think, you know, why would he want to take oxygen from the Kamala campaign? They launched so good. The surprise was so good. Honestly, I think Joe Biden did the Trump campaign dirty. Did you hear the Trump campaigners trying to sue to get the money for the ads they ran against Biden back? Ha ha ha. How about the Trump campaign actually pay for the venues that they did not pay during his 2016 run? That's why he's like out in the middle of a insecure field, right? Something that can't be secured. There's no perimeter, no checkpoint. And then, quote, you know, criminals are pew-pewing at him. And why he's on vacation, just like your friend Kate Middleton. Vacation time, right? He's out. She's in. She's going to pick a VP. That's where the attention should be focused, not on him. He old news. He's our president, but now he's lame duck. Saludos desde España. I got to work on my Spanish, friend. But thank you for joining me, Manuel Gutierrez. That is very exciting to see. But yeah, this is the fit. Black t-shirt. We got our visor for the hot desert sun. Our boots are looking dusty. These are actually men's trousers, and you can tell because there's a zipper in the front. Not my pants, but this is what they want me to wear, and I'm wearing like a leather blazer with it. I'll try to show you that later. I am not married. Tell me more about you. I'm over 18. I like to work out when I can. I have a 12-pound weight vest, and I took a little walk to the gas station this morning and came back. You know, I tried to talk Spanish to some people in the elevator, and it was very Spanglish and embarrassing. But when I stop watching telenovelas, I don't do as well with my Spanish, and I have to work on that. I have a chance to meet with an elected official tomorrow, and I don't know if I should do that or if I should go to work. I gotta figure it out. Are you crossing the border with me? I've actually Raptors N. What border are you talking about? I assumed just because Manuel Gutierrez was talking to me, I thought, oh, you're talking about Mexico. I've been to Mexico. Over 18, below 19. No, over 18 and my eyes are green. Best believe, what is it? Over 18 and my eyes are green. I'm trying to recite a rap from, what is his name? With the eye patch, Slick Rick. That's who that is. Over 18 and my eyes are green. Something, something. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics. I haven't. Ciao Bella. Oh, thank you. Salvatore Bua. Well, that's exciting. You know, I wish I were wearing a more exciting outfit, but this is what it is. You know, a boot. These are my FBI boots. They have a wide toe box. They're comfortable. Ooh, they kind of bounce when you walk. You know, we're in our profession, Suresh Sahu, we don't discuss that. We say over 18. You're welcome to guess. Italia, love it. The moderator of my favorite forum on Reddit is Italian. So I have a real respect for Italians. Let's think. Earlier, Italia, 42. That's a very strong guess. Am I for Trump? Ma'am. Dark Prince Kick says. You know, I support Trump. I think he has done a lot for the people that he represents, right? I think that it's important that all sectors of society feel represented, and I think he speaks for his interest group. I don't think he's a successful businessman. I fear for him and his safety because of his dealings with the people in Russia. And when I talk about dealings, I mean this. If he don't give them back this, he in danger, girl. You can't play with them people. Hola, boa tarde, beijos do Brazil. Oh my goodness. Okay. Indeciso Joaquin, I assume. I can't read your whole name. Hola, boa tarde, beijos do Brazil. I think that means hello, good afternoon. Kisses from Brazil. Well, kisses back to you. Thank you so much for commenting. Salvatore Bua, you probably sent an emoji, but it's reading in the chat as face red heart shape, face red heart shape, face red heart shape, face red heart shape. Thank you for that. Oh, hello from Armenia, Numas. Let me see. Someone's, I think it's Russian though, but someone who is Armenian taught me Privyet, Kak dela, Ochin Harasho, Spasiba, because I guess people in Armenia speak Russian too. But I'll make an effort to learn more Armenian so I can, respect the fact that you came to my live. Indeciso Joaquin says, Voce é muito linda, beijos do Brazil. Voce, not sure what that means, and muito linda. Linda, I think, means pretty. Kisses from Brazil. Thank you. You know, there's actually a coffee truck. Are you going for live alone whole life? No, right now I'm in the corner of basically a parking lot. Right, you can see the zip ties. Maybe someone was held in custody here in the corner of this parking lot. When will he marry? I don't know. You got it right, ma'am. Yes, amen. Dark Prince Kick. I do believe that Trump has a very strong following, like people who are committed to him. I have colleagues, even black men, who are very much pro-Trump because of the whole situation. When you make over like 6 figures because of the taxes, right? They're not displeased with the idea that he would be, let's call it mercenary about differences in communities, if it means he's going to win. And this is the question, is he going to win? Is the coalition that now the Kamala campaign is building too strong? There's not enough Trump voters to overtake that coalition. Is that what's going on? And I even think, is Kamala going to be the candidate? Right? The DNCC, the Democratic National Convention, did not happen yet. She wasn't nominated yet. The Democrats could use her similarly to draw fire, just like Biden did. He was like, oh, my mama done told me something for dinner, like playing dumb, playing weak, playing elderly, right? We know all the tricks, right? If Kate Middleton is using filters either to look more healthy, or if someone is looking like Kate Middleton, Hollywood knows how to make Joe Biden look less healthy, more old, more weak, walk bent over, act confused, right? Acting to draw in the enemy. And then once you do that, and they spent a lot of resources, a lot of like focus group time, creating messaging to target him. And now all those resources have been spent, the ad buys have been spent, and they can't recover. And it's brilliant. But when you're dealing with, a mercenary party like the GOP, shout out to the registered Republicans, then you got to get down, if they're going to take the fight to the ground, you got to get on the ground with them, right? All the way on the ground. Rolling around in the rocks and the bottle caps and the weeds. You can't, be up here trying to be dignified and above board, because they not. Suresh Sahu. You understand Russian? Umenya visyo karasho spasiba. I only understand 2 of those words, but I'll work on it. Let's see. Marry me. Oh, you're very sweet. But economy was good in his tenure, was it? I don't know about that. What do you think about Brazilian people? Love the Brazilian people, love the food, love the music. There's a lot of really accomplished Brazilian athletes and models. We know some of the telenovelas that are based on Brazil, like Chica. I haven't been, but I love when, like the James Bond movies go to Brazil, to Carnival. It looks amazing. It's unfortunate if people have to, live in the legacy of colonialism and favelas and all of that. But, there's a young DJ that I kind of befriended during these times. I can't remember his name right now, but he's my friend on Instagram. See your share market growth. Not sure what that means, but thank you. Abo Malik, hi from Egypt. Hi. I don't know. Does Egypt have its own language, or is it Arabic? I'll have to look into that. But, we love Egypt. We love Egyptian culture and food. There's a debate about, ethnically what is the true Egyptian, but, it's similar debates we have everywhere, where there's been a contamination of thinking about people and identity by the concept of like white supremacy. So, Egypt for Egyptians. That's what I say. I'm like tempted to put my arm on this like dirty piece of wood, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay strong. I can't believe how much time I am being allowed to go live in the corner over here, right? I'm sure my colleagues are like wondering, oh, is she on the phone? No, I'm not on the phone, but I hope, Arabic, purely straight, like straight up Arabic. I don't know if there's more than one kind of Arabic or if there's like dialects, but thank you for commenting and being here on my live. I would love to visit Egypt. I feel like it would be amazing to be able to like travel and do content about travel. I'm personally not there yet, but I do watch that stuff and I love it. I just think, you need a lot of resources and you need to keep your safety in mind first and foremost. Even on like cruises and stuff, like even like to leave your house can be, a certain level of risk. But yeah, this is it. This is the wonder and glory of the streets of Los Angeles. That's where I am right now. And I want to thank you for joining me. Let's see. Market share growth. Hi from Egypt. Yes, I hope to visit Egypt. Was not that much excited for the marriage proposal. I don't think you're gonna marry anyone. Okay. Hi, Laura Spry. Suresh Sahu, right? You showed up to my live. I don't even know what you look like. You're gonna have to come correct. If you really want to marry me, I have to see you. Are you active on this platform? Can I check out your videos? Like, I know nothing about you. You could even be a woman. You could be from Russia. Like, what does that mean to come on someone's live and be like, marry me? Based on what? You could be a bot. You could be a computer. AI, right? I can't see your face. You have to come a little bit better than that if you are legitimately trying to ask for my highly desirable hand in marriage, right? See the sign? Do not enter. Do not enter into marriage with people you don't know. That's the first rule. Like, come on, man. Are you kidding? That's not how it works. You have to send gifts. You have to subscribe to my channel. You have to show up to every one of my lives, follow me on all my social media, and you have to tell me what's up, right? I'm going to assume you're not a spring chicken. How many wives you got? I know how shit works. Sorry, I know how things work in the other parts of the world. Come on. You can't like talk to me like I'm 12. How old am I? Over 18, meaning I know how people are. I know how they operate. Trying to hoodwink. Like, marriage proposal means anything but labor for women. I have followed you recently. We can have a VC for the proof of my identity. I don't know what VC is, but you can send money. That's something you can do right here, right now, on this platform, right? You can subscribe, pay a monthly fee. You can tip me. I love it. That would be very, very handy and useful. But yeah, I don't have to go, but I should, move on and do some stuff on other platforms. So thank you for checking out my live video call. Yeah, but start there. Subscribe to my channel and send me a gift. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna keep up the good fight for, getting us a good president in America, and also making sure that those British royal family people start living right and stop exploiting the British tax. Anyway, I will be back at another time. But yeah, fit check. My shoes are all dusty, but maybe the wardrobe people will help me with that. Not a robot. That's what all the robots say. Anyway, not a Russian? Yeah, you're not a Russian. No Russian is going to tell you he's a Russian. Come on, man. Anyway, thank you for joining my live. I'll see you.